99% of the time, things in real estate go absolutely smooth. But like every other career, vocation, job, they do have their oh shit moments. And it's one of those things. I think if I think about maybe this deal could go south, or what if that, it probably is going to happen. And if I'm like, no, it's going to flow smooth, then it flows smooth and it closes and everybody's happy. But I can think about this one deal a little bit ago. I was working with some buyers. We were offering on this house. We were one of 5 offers. And now it wasn't my error. It was an error on the part of the listing agent. So we were actually the winning offer, which means we were the most money and we had the most desirable closing date and the most favorable terms, which is what offers are all about. And so our offer was attractive to the seller. They took it, and about 6 weeks goes by. The closing is coming up in about 7-8 days. And the listing agent calls me and says, so your client's going to assume the hot water tank, right? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, and I know this agent fairly well. And she's like, well, they're going to assume the hot water tank. And I said, you better have a look over the contract. And so as realtors, we want to put as much stuff in as much information as we can in the listing so that there are no questions, right? We want all those questions answered. At least that's what I endeavor to do. And in this particular case, it was a hot water tank we were dealing with, and the hot water tank was not listed as a rental item. It was not listed as owned, but it was not listed as a rental item. So because we were one of 5 offers, I had put the hot water tank in the chattels and fixtures, which are included in the sale price. And so they ended up accepting our offer. But it turns out that not only did the listing agent miss it on the night of the offers, but the seller's lawyer also missed it when they looked at the contract. And then that's when the agent got back to me. And so the end of the day, my clients needed a hot water tank. They didn't have an issue about the $30 a month, but this is the importance of chattels and fixtures. And this is the importance of knowing. And the reason, to be honest, the reason that I actually put the hot water tank in the owned items is to actually lens that out. So that way that agent, when they're going through that offer, they're going to go, hey, boom, look at that, right? And to be honest, everything worked out there, but to be honest, I've been on the receiving side of that too, where I just totally forgot. It was something that I just didn't dawn on me, and had offers on a house I had listed, and it was the exact same thing, where I ended up having to call up the buyer's agent and just sort of hat in hand and say, look, here's what happened. It was a mistake on my part. And at the end of the day, my good karma came back to me that I had done previously on that deal. And so sometimes there are scary moments, but most of the time they work out.